This is the visualization for aligning with love, truth, and God. So find a comfortable place to sit or lie down, close your eyes, and begin focusing on the breath in and out of the nose. Notice right away as you do a body scan from the crown of your head all the way down your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your hips, down your legs into your toes. Any tension, any resistance or holding. And if you don't know, squeeze it and then release it. Squeeze it and release it. And invite in a deep breath into your belly and your chest, your back. Hold it and let go. Keep it out. Pull the belly all the way in towards the spine, squeezing the breath out, diaphragm pushing up. And then open and receive. Inhale. Do that again. Exhale everything out. Emptying, letting go as completely, as fully as you can, squeezing, pulling that belly all the way in and up. And then inviting that energy of love through the breath by softening and opening. Let the breath return to normal. And if you feel that some tension or anxiety creeps in, you can always go back to that breath to empty out fully, actively, and then receive with a passive opening. Because many times we feel that alignment has to come from doing something or working hard at, efforting, when sometimes aligning is simply letting go and allowing. Our breath is an unconscious, involuntary action that our body does, which means we don't have to think about it, we don't have to plan it or give our attention to it. It just breathes all day and all night, just like our heart beats all day and all night. However, stress and anxiety and disconnect really shortens our breath, tightens our bellies, and has us feeling anxiety and disconnect from that oneness that is always there for us to plug into. So when we pause to do a visualization, we invite ourselves into the place where we can let go, disconnect from the involuntary stress we might be feeling and practicing or addicted to, and feel something different, represence our mind to something different. One of our greatest sources of stress is disconnecting from our heart. So if you'd like to place your hands over your heart, feel free to do that. And this can be either over the actual physical heart or the center of the chest where we connect with the heart chakra. When we disconnect from this most powerful energetic center, some say at least 60 times that of the brain, we lose power. We lose our ability to shed all small, unimportant stressors, and the big ones too. We lose touch with our own truth. We disconnect from source energy or from God. We disconnect from others and our compassion for them or our empathy for the human experience that they might be experiencing. We disconnect from our own truth, what's right for us. When we start projecting that truth onto others, that they should share our truth, then we also disconnect from our heart. We go into the judge, the ego that claims our superiority and others' inferiority. And this can work in the exact opposite way. When we project others' truth, adopting it as our own should be, meaning disconnecting from our authentic truth, and adopting theirs because they have some false authority, or so we believe, we disconnect from our heart and go into the ego and make ourselves less than, inferior to others. These two actions or beliefs misalign us. They take us out of our heart, out of our connection with the power of love, the power with our truth, and the power of God. Our connection to that infinite oneness, that universal connection to all things, that harmony that exists, if we're only present to it. What in your life right now feels like the biggest contributor to misaligning you? A slippery, slippery slope of taking you out of your heart and into that egoic place of right, wrong, good, bad, holy, evil, better or less than, unworthy, not good enough. Self or other rejection, ostracism, abandonment. How is that playing out in your relationship to your heart? When do you abandon your own heart, your own truth, your own choices? What are the patterns that contribute to that kind of behavior? Notice that in every one of those moments, you're facing a choice to align with love or to align with fear. What is the fear? It's the fear of something going so wrong, fear of being wrong, fear of being right, fear of losing out or being separate, fear of being dominated, controlled, losing freedom to be exactly the way that you are, to live your truth. What's the fear? And recognizing that moment where you can choose love, loving the other, loving yourself, loving the circumstance even if it is so challenging, loving the pain even though it hurts, loving the uncomfortability, holding the space for it all, or choosing that fear to win over. The moment we connect with fear, we go out of alignment and lose our power. We might gain some superficial egoic power where we're dominating or we're avoiding domination, we're trying to control something or avoid control, feel extrinsically powerful in some way. But when we do that, we disconnect from that eternal, universal, most powerful, loving truth of the divine, where all are welcome, all parts of us, all parts of others, all truths, all choices, all perspectives, all actions, all pain, for we know it's all part of the process, all part of the unfolding, giving us dimension to this life, appreciation for the things we really enjoy, and lessons extracted and alchemized for the parts that we don't enjoy. Feeling the heart, the power of that center to connect you to that divine oneness, never-ending source of love and truth. For love, truth, and God are interchangeable. All sourced through our heart. As you begin to come back from this visualization, remind yourself of that breath again. Exhale everything out, emptying completely and actively pushing out any air from within. And then opening and receiving, allowing the depth of that loving breath, always there if we can open to it, just like love, just like universal support, oneness, God and truth are always there for alignment. Deepen your breath. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and come back into the room.